nikata ukinipea afribit ngoja ni spit kwa ready kupelekwa treat na lugha ya street na some English a bit sina tofauti na Bitcoin na ngoja tu kueat. What is money? Money nikachenya.
Happy to have had the Bitcoin Circular Economy Day with all the different parties, people from all over the continent. Bitcoin Circular Economy is about holding value in one small particular area, and it can't be in a better place than such a community. The way you see it, if we can manage to hold as much value as possible in Bitcoin within this place, then we believe it's going to be very life transformative.
We have about 70 people that are touring a circular economy. That was not possible. They are spending Bitcoin, and that makes me happy. I am from Uganda, which has a similar, smaller circular economy, and my passion is to make sure that people understand that Bitcoin can be money. It can be spent on daily things, groceries, food, and you can do anything you want with Bitcoin.
Senior circular is very, very important. Having a circular economy allows one person to pass the money to the next person, to the next person. So together we all grow. And we do it with Bitcoin so that the actual currency is going to be basing as you're spending the money. Because if you got a fiat currency or government money, then as they print it out, they're actually stealing from you blind. And so you're doing that with Bitcoin, your saving mechanism is going up, the amount of people that you can transact with going up. And when other people come out of town, the money goes up in the area. So
you need to trust your keys to anyone. You can actually buy and sell Bitcoin in a peer-to-peer fashion, and there is no irregulability. So people in any circular economy, when they receive Bitcoin, they can exchange it for fiat, or they can buy Bitcoin with fiat.
The very important infrastructure that any circular economy needs is a very simple, very easy to use wallet.
I'ma spend my Bitcoin. I'ma spend my Bitcoin. I be Bitcoin. I'ma spend my Bitcoin. I'ma spend my Bitcoin. I'ma spend my Bitcoin. I can't stop the flow.
First, people scam me a lot. So by the time Ronnie came where we were, I was like, wow, so this thing actually works. Is it really real? Because they were speaking about after some years, your money will go up. And I was like, wow, let me get into it. And my curiosity drove me into Afribit.
I enjoy Bitcoin through online platforms because I may venture to do Forex and some other things. Nishakuwa na Worldcoin, nishakuwa na yo pia Bitcoin, nishapata payment ya Bitcoin, nilikuwa natumia Binance. So nimeona hii yenye imeletwa Bitcoin Africa. So I'm trying to know more about it. And I think inaweza kuwa fit kwa businesses. Yeah.
When I was in campus, this was in 2017-18, I ignored it, and that's because I couldn't find like great resources to learn more about it. And then fast forward to, I don't know, 4 years ago, I met my co-founder, and it's through him that I got to learn about the education program called Bitcoin Data, where they educate African women about Bitcoin. I enrolled, did my classes, graduated, and I was lucky to find a job there as a content creator. And I would say like that's when my Bitcoin journey truly began, because I used to do a lot of research before putting out content. And yeah, since then, that laid the foundation for me to now co-found Tando.
Bitcoin juu haina transaction fee, ni cheap, alafu ni easy kuaccess, alafu pia mtu hawezi reverse pesa. Ndio maana na prefer Bitcoin.
So una accept tu Bitcoin ama pia una save na Bitcoin?
Natumia Bitcoin na pia na save na Bitcoin sana, mostly na save na Bitcoin. Hapo unajua ni save na Bitcoin, tumia hata in 5 years to come, ndapata pesa yangu imeweza kushinda nige kwa bank kama nige kwa Safaricom. Sasa mimi na prefer nige kwa Bitcoin juu kuna time yenye nini kipanda pesa inaongezeka.
Bitcoin is a new and very different monetary system as compared to our traditional financial system that we are already used to in our day-to-day lives. I think it's more reliable in different ways. It enables us to like store our value in ways that does not, get devalued by other external factors. It also presents itself as a way for people to send value instantly to whoever they want to without any friction between that process. So yeah, I think Bitcoin is a new technology that's here to revolutionize the world in terms of finance. And yeah,
matumizi yake ni rahisi, si lazima pia uelezwe, si kitu yenye unaenda kwa blackboard unachorewa. Ni kitu tu yani inabamba, alafu kila mahali sasa ni kama ina take over. Sasa ni kama inatumika kila mahali sawa. Hata huko mashambani sasa ukienda unalipa na Bitcoin hivyo tu iko juu.
To have some classes over here, so that is why I met Ronnie. Ronnie introduced me to Bitcoin, and of course I am a merchant. If you go to Afrobeat Marketplace, you'll get a Beyond Adversity selling merch. I do own a fish eatery store where you can come and eat fish and pay in fat. And so what inspired me to build on Bitcoin, that is on Beyond Adversity education that I really love to share what I know, the community, whatever they are going through the podcast. So every journey matters. So that is the thing that we do.
I joined Afrobeat due to the curiosity to get into the upcycling and recycling. We do take old clothes and give them more purpose. And that's our biggest initiative in the circular economy, whereby we pay people with sats when they give us the old clothes. And then when we make them to our buyers, they pay us in sats. And that's how we just circulate the Bitcoin education as well.
Bitcoin natusaidiaga sana. Tunapata Bitcoin pia ilianza kitambo hata kabla silianzaga ile stuff za kunini kwa simu. So ulikuwa unaweza trade na finance kitambo. Sasa Bitcoin ikakuja hadi unaweza workout, unaweza lipa bado na pesa, ama ukitaka kufanya transfer zako na pochi bado unaweza fanya. So Bitcoin nasaidia wase kwanza hapa mtaa. Ndio kile tunafurahia nayo. Na support my youth, nafanya my youth wanaacha crime. Kiangalia Bitcoin nimefund my youth na bikes. Unaona Bitcoin ni kitu ya maana sana. Sisi tunashukuru sana kwa nayo Bitcoin. Kwa hii street.
I am excited about the work that Fedi is doing in Africa, empowering communities to take control, be truly decentralized, but in a way that doesn't expose them to external forces. And one thing that's exciting for me about circular economies in Africa is they're taking things back to where we come from as Africans, doing things together as communities. And that's one thing that I see most circular economies doing, especially with Fedi and other tools that have been provided.
Originally, I come from Zambia, and I think Kenya is like 3 steps ahead of Zambia. From my experience as a Zambian from Zambia, this is something which can be replicated. Because in Zambia also we have a lot of marketeers, business ladies who are unbanked, and they've no official. Actually, they put money in the pillowcase and sleep on it. Of course, I'm talking from my experience as a Zambian. When they try to open an account, the bank wants proof of address. They want utility bills, which may not be available to ordinary Jim and Jack in the compound. And if they get access to mobile money, the Airtel money in Zambia is working pretty much okay. And marketeers are using that. But I think it's high time they are introduced to Bitcoin, circular economy.
It was Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is my life saving. I'm a life insurance. I can access my money easily without any mtu kuingilia kukublock.
I'm an educator with Cheza Academy, and that's how I found myself educating some of the merchants, some of the community members. For me to be in the Bitcoin space, my journey was quite straight fun with a little bit of detours here and there. So I got to learn about Bitcoin during the gig economy, and then I went on to learning about Bitcoin. I became the host of Cheza Academy. Actually, I founded Cheza Academy in Kenya and went on to start hosting the sessions. I built a community known as Savers Hub, which has recently moved into a circular economy and has paradise. I would say so far, interacting with Bitcoin has led to me seeing how much freedom.
Nilijua Bitcoin through Treza. Kuna day shaipigwa education huko from car hadi nikaani certificate. So mimi najua Bitcoin vizuri sana. Mimi natumia Bitcoin to save.
Hata kama ikishuka tuogopi bado tunaongeza tu pesa zingine ndani. Niko na sats, niko satisfied.
Niko satisfied. I'm so satisfied. Niko so satisfied. Niko na sats, niko satisfied. I'm so satisfied.
Bitcoin is a tool of, like, here we use it as a tool of financial inclusion, because like you walk down there, you've seen the car wash. We have the car wash, guys. If you want to wash your car, there is a car wash. If you want to eat, we have shops. If you want groceries, we have groceries. If you want chips, you come here. So it is a full rotation, and we make sure that the value sticks in this our society, because we are here for the value. We are not looking today, we are looking for 10 years coming back. I have a child, I have to save for that's my child. I don't want that my child to start life where I started. It is so hard, and we know that our society, our community, like our Kenyan church, depletes the value every day. So we are here in Bitcoin because of the value.
Saying this is the first shop around here, around the Soweto Academy that accepts Bitcoin. It's in Kenyan terms known as a portion mill, Unga's processed from maize. So we can proceed there and you can hear and see what he does there.
Yo, DCA2BTC, monthly, weekly, daily, finna, DCA2BTC.
Coming to my journey in Bitcoin, it happened that I was working with man like Wex at the same company, at the same school. So he resigned. And yes, he just talked to me about Bitcoin. By the time I knew just a little bit about Bitcoin. And so I didn't know, I didn't have like enough knowledge about Bitcoin. I just knew like some two things, yeah. And then after he resigned, and then he talked to me that he's going to double down on Bitcoin circular economy called Bitcoin Arusha. And yeah, so he got me, and yes, we started using our Swahili language because I am Bitcoin educator in my community. So at Arusha, we double down on teaching Bitcoin in Swahili. So we have localized the Bitcoin education and adoption.
Basically, what we do is onboarding merchants onto the Bitcoin circular economy, and we give them a chance to experience Bitcoin. We give them a choice, like we introduce it to them. We tell them, yes, you are transferring value in this way, but there is another way, and this is the way. So maybe if you try it and like it, adopt it. And while doing that, we realized that us being the only people who are spending Bitcoin, we can't be the only ones. So we started onboarding other users in the community, and we came up with this thing of having like Apple Squad. So we have merchants and we have users. And now that we are growing, we also now have things like a wellness program for the whole community, whereby we go dancing or hiking every once in a week. We take like an hour or two. It's just a wellness thing, and it has turned out so good. Like women are starting to come out, women are starting to like open up, and it has become like a therapy for the community itself. While at it, we also started doing something for the kids. It is something that was triggered by something that happened. We lost a boy in our community because of something that happened. He was bullied by the rest of the kids, and we lost him. And as a mother and as someone who's building the community, I felt like it is my duty to do something about it. I may not save the life, but I can do something different. I can save the ones that are already remaining. So we offer a safe space for kids to stay during the day, to channel their energy through it, but in a guided way. So we keep them off the streets. We ask them, what do you have or what can you do? We nurture it. Yesterday at the Bitcoin at the Bitcoin Nairobi conference, we had 10 of them performing, participating in it, talking about Bitcoin, and that was a very beautiful moment for us, and we are so proud of it. Also, we have one who is going to the counties for the chess competition, something they didn't know they had in them before they started our program. But now she's going to the counties. So far, so good. We feel like it has made a difference. The kids program is not even 1 year old, but we have already produced something that we can showcase to the world. On the importance of Bitcoin, on how to save with Bitcoin. We normally do education that is quite relatable, education that here is the Bitcoin money, here is how you spend it.
Goma town have been under the rebel occupation since 2 years, and since then all banks have been closed, and the only way to transact actually is using mobile money, and the fee is very high, almost 10% per transaction, or cryptocurrency. And two of the most used cryptocurrency is Bitcoin and USDT. So what we try to create is that Bitcoin should be used as something that helps people in everyday life. The biggest university in the region of eastern part of DRC, Université de Goma, with over 8,000 of students, accept Bitcoin payments. That is a great step. And local people, the farmer people, can use the Bitcoin ASIC in the national Virunga Park, is the oldest park in Africa, to dry the agriculture products and to transform the lives.
Spell freedom, B-I-T-C-O-I-N. How'd you spell freedom, B-I-T-C-O-I-N. How'd you spell freedom, B-I-T-C-O-I-N.
Bitcoin is
Freedom.
Freedom.
Is freedom.
Freedom. Freedom.
freedom.
Did the Forbes cover, they gave him 25. Man, that's a long ride. Bitcoin only, homie, I don't diversify. Supply shocks, all-time highs. I just keep buying more.